Welcome, I'm Unbeknowntech, and this is Safe Harbor. Now, to those who are returning, you already know what the plan is in this case. But if you're new here, this entire series is dedicated to turning this entire area into a harbor. So for ships and anything else that I build can be placed in this area. Now, there will probably be other things placed outside of this area, perhaps larger factories that I couldn't quite fit, or maybe even a small town or two. Because, well, the harbor, gotta have railways to take things to. But what's currently on my mind at the moment is the nether. I did a fair amount of off-camera mining. Well, I guess it's on camera now, considering how big the hole is. But I did some spelunking to get lava so I can get obsidian, which is needed to get to the nether, get the, what's the word? Blaze burner. Blaze burners require netherite for me to capture. Did I say netherite? I mean netherrack. For me to capture a blaze, which allows me to make brass because it requires heating. As you can see, netherrack, and to get blaze. Oh yeah, mysterious conversion. If you're familiar with Crate, you're probably very familiar with how it converts. But for those who don't, I guess it'll be a little treat for you to see. So, I'm gonna quickly make some armor and such to traverse the nether, and make a portal real quick, because I really do need a spot to figure out where to place a portal. I could just place it down temporarily, and then just go flow from there, because, well, it is hard to progress past andesite without brass. So, I'll see you then, once I'm fully kitted up and ready to go. Now that I look... Huh. Wait. Huh! Did not realize the goggles come down when the helmet is placed on. That's neat. Now that we have an armor and everything, let's quickly build a portal, and I'm thinking right over here. So let's just get it built, and let's see what awaits us on the other side. Now then, considering we just went and get netherrack, it wasn't all that exciting. But I can show you a small clip of where we did spawn, considering it did confuse me a bit. I don't enjoy the nether, so I don't particularly sound right. I'm very much in the I'm stressed and I'm not thinking and I'm very much overthinking about my situation. So yeah. So while that is playing, I'll just quickly just get some of the blaze burners crafted up, and I'll see you in the nether while I'm trying to get blazes. Yeah, why did this spawn me on a... What in those... What is this spawn? If it isn't my lucky day. There's one right there. My portal's right here. So it should be a task of just attempting... I did not bring any blocks with me. What am I thinking? So I need to get over there and capture a bunch of blazes, kill a few, at least enough to get blaze rods and stuff. And there's also that. But when I'm over there, because, well, that's, what, 300 or so blocks away? So yeah. We'll just... I don't like dealing with these. Although, I can use this to my advantage, so I will see you then. Well, it's then. I got across it by bridging across the entire lava lake. But the Nether fortress is a little interesting. It's entirely inside the ground. So to get through here, I'm going to have to basically fight my way through what is essentially a dungeon at this point, so that's going to be fun. The blazes are going to be easier to deal with than anything else, because I can just throw them into a blaze burner by right-clicking them real quick. Wither skeletons are going to be a pain, although I can just do the 3-block thing. And I need a spawner, which is the more major part. Okay, so there's one all the way back here. Is there one closer? No. Okay. So this entire thing has what looks like one blaze spawner all the way back here. Okay. So I'm going to have fun raiding this fortress, which, by the way, I think this would count as my first time actually raiding one by myself in survival. Because any other time I've, really played the game, I've only ever really stayed in the overworld. I was never much wanted to complete the game. I always just liked building things with few items. I always entered the nether, but I never got to the fortress, so yeah. This is technically the first playthrough I'm likely going to actually beat the dragon by myself, instead of, messing around in creative mode. So, there's that bit. So I'm gonna try and hopefully I'll get there. So, see ya then. Mine. No. Oh, okay, let's not. Okay. Come on, a little closer, buddy. What? No. Okay, over this way, I think. No, where am I? Oh, no, I am in the right place. Okay, okay. Nope. They do be angry. Come on. Okay, I got the blaze burners. Now the rods. I just need the rods. Oh, how do they do this? Nope. Oh. Oh, this is going to be annoying. Okay, back we go. Back we go. I'll cut real quick to that. I think I made a bad decision coming back here without items, because more spawned. So, yeah. This is going to be a struggle and a half. Why do I do this to myself? No, no, no. No, you don't. Well, I have bones now and 3.5 Okay. I'm just going to tell you how many times I'll die after all this, because I don't feel like showing what is essentially throwing my head at a brick wall and hoping I break through. So, see you once I get my stuff back. Well, 3 deaths is what it took for me to realize I should probably just grab a pickaxe and mine through netherrack to the blaze spawner, because I'm not as dense-headed as I thought I was. So, I have to grab a pickaxe and mine our way through. I think stone will work. Alright. See you in, I guess, blaze chamber again, I hope. Without dying. Well, choices were made. And I remember the carry-on mod allows me to pick up spawners. I'm holding a blaze spawner. So I'm going to quickly delete these old death points, and then I'm going to build an entire box around this thing because blazes are useful, but they need containment. So I guess I'm making a small box around it. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Okay, so I got the blaze spawner back. I placed it here, and I think I got the torches set up so it's disabled. I am following the wiki. I don't know if any mods changed it. So fingers crossed that no blazes spawn tonight and I have to deal with a fire hazard. But because I have blaze burners now, we can finally enter the brass age. And get brass hands so I can finally properly automate wood and such. But also, because I'll pop up a comment real quick because they mentioned something I really like. And it's about, that's not the button I want, knocking out this entire area or making a tunnel to be able to enter this ocean. Now, I really like that idea because it allows me to, one, technically have it as a canal/harbor, but also it gives me a much more capability to just clear an entire area of land, as well as making my ability to go this way and this way possible. So instead of having to go, out of the harbor and somewhere else that I haven't explored yet to try to get around, I can just go straight through after clearing out this island and fixing up this entrance to be able to, one, go to the Mushroom Island for where I think a very nice industrial district would lie, as well as many other places like this village, because, I can make a train line there and make that a trading area. But those are future plans. So for now, let's just make our first bit of brass and, enter the brass age officially. So, how is brass made? In the mod, it's a little bit of copper. Get back in my hand. Isn't it? Okay, a little bit of copper and a little bit of zinc. With it being heated by a blaze burner, it mixes into the brass. Now we're officially in the brass age. This is take 2. That's the reason the advancement plaque didn't show up. So yeah. And now we can make the deployer, which will help us so much in the endeavor of turning this entire place into a wonderful harbor. A safe harbor, if you will. So we need to make a tunnel through here, continue mining, but perhaps we can actually change into the horizontal type once I get some brass hands made, because that'll be so much better for clearing out large areas. And because we have access to the nether, and perhaps even a little bit more work, I can make an unlimited lava source and get into trains, which is its own endeavor. But first we should probably get an unlimited source of iron via an iron farm, a source of andesite, and figure out how to automate all that, because automation's the name of the game in this pack. Gosh, no. Oh. Okay. You didn't have to go invisible right when I showed up, but, usually I fall off at the end, but I guess this is the end for now. So why don't you like, subscribe, and perhaps even leave a comment, because the more interactions this video gets in those fashions, even sharing the video, it'll help push this video out to more people that will enjoy the series and help me grow as a creator. So, set sail safely, and perhaps you can return to Safe Harbor one day. Perhaps even in the next episode. Bye.